Okay, what we're going to do here is focus in on the percussion that I add into the verse between many of the melodies. This is in the B verse specifically. As well, this reoccurs during the bridge of the track. So essentially I'm just kind of filling in time between the vocal melodies. Let's grab our C chord, and we're going to play the bass note on string number 5 of our C grip, and this will be played with our thumb, or with our thumb and the kick sound. Now for the snare sound, bringing your thumb down, we're going to strum downwards on count number 2. Immediately after, do the thumb with the kick again. So 3 elements: kick, snare, kick. Then in comes the snare again in an odd spot. It comes in early, an eighth note earlier than we would usually apply it. The snare would usually be played on counts 2 and 4, but here it's on 2 and the eighth note just after 3, or 3 and. So it's like 1, 2 and 3 and, giving us kind of an odd feel there. Play that twice on your C, move to your G, and apply the same rhythm. This time our bass notes on string number 6. A minor, bass note back down on string 5. And your F, I'll do a bar chord here, bass note on string 6. That would be a very good introductory kick snare application. Now the kick snare is also applied within the piece in a more traditional sense, meaning the snares on counts 2 and 4 within the verse of the track. So, or not the verse, but the chorus rather, where we're doing that. So now over the C, I'm going to apply that melody. I'm going through as I just did would be a great way to get rolling here, by applying the snare sound on counts 2 and 4 only. Now that's a very common technique that's been around for a while, just hitting the strings on 2 and 4. So what I do is on counts 2 I bring my thumb down and I kind of strum my 2 fingers outwards. Now you may see in the notation that there's only one note being played. Well, that is the melody, that's the main note. We definitely want to hear that. But if I hit some strings, above that or below that, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm really just kind of, the rhythm is very important here. Maybe if you hit a note that's higher sounding than the melody, that would be a factor. You may want to kind of just pull your strum back a little bit. So, in adding to that, we would apply the kick with the C, or the third finger played on the 3rd fret here. With our thumb, we're going to play that on beats 1 and 3. So the opposite of the snare. So 1, 3 right there. Kind of alternating between the kick sound and the snare. So if I broke it down to just 2 beats, that's the first 2 beats. We got our kick with the snare, kick with our bass note there, chord, snare, there it is, and then I repeat that. So the first measure is essentially the same thing twice. I think that's the last percussive element remaining, and that's kind of just finishes the entire performance. I do the kick on the twice on the with my wrist here. So it goes kick, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare. Kick. This at this point, because I want the chord to ring, I kind of apply quote unquote the snare sound or the higher pitch by just bringing my fingers down to the lower side. So 2 kicks, snare, repeat. The second time through, finish with a kick. So kick, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, kick. Alright. Have some fun with that, and I'll see you soon.